At the beginning of the Civil War, both Union and Confederate generals used Napoleonic battle tactics they learned at West Point Military Academy. The armies, in close formation, would march toward one another until within musket range. Then, standing in the open, they'd shoot at each other, knocking men from the opposite ranks with volley fire. The force that outflanked its adversary or held the high ground usually won. The Bucktails, though, when deployed as skirmishers, fought Indian style. It was their job to locate the enemy, make contact with him, and assess his strength. The first rifles spread out in a skirmish line with several yards between each marksman. They advanced cautiously, dodging from tree to tree or rock to rock. When discovered by their foe, they took cover and returned fire. Being crack shots, they made the Johnnies pay. A good example of this strategy was employed at the Battle of Harrisonburg during the Shenandoah Valley Campaign of 1862. Colonel Tom Kane led his skirmishers forward to rescue a contingent of wounded New Jersey troopers. Upon encountering the 58th Virginia Infantry, the Bucktails scattered into the bush and poured a volley into the oncoming rebels. Next, they blew General Turner Ashby's horse out from under him and killed him when he led another charge on foot. By then, a second Reb regiment began outflanking the Tails. Kane was wounded twice and captured during the conflict. His men, shooting from cover, continued to fight bravely until forced to retreat. The Bucktail skirmishing talents were again on display at the Battle of South Mountain in September of 1863. Now, commanded by Colonel Hugh McNeil, the sharpshooters led the Pennsylvania reserves up a slope encumbered by brush and boulders toward an equal number of Alabamians sheltered in a stone fort. Rebs were so protected that McNeil used a neat trick to kill two of them with one shot. He fired at the slanted rock in front of them and ricocheted his bullet into their hiding place. Later, he ordered his men to simply fire at the stone fort to keep the enemy's heads down while sending a flanking force up the mountain to surround the Rebs.